Hey, good morning, Gryftkin. I actually thought twice about whether I was going to do a review for this book. Obviously, I did review it on Goodreads, but I don't always do a video review for every book. But I think this one was good enough. And the reason I wasn't going to do it originally is because this is like book 17 in the series. My guess is if you've got to book 16, you're probably going to keep reading it anyhow. Uh, and if you didn't, I don't know how much you care. But what book was that? That book was Battleground by Jim Butcher. It's actually kind of the second part of Peace Talk. If I remember correctly, Peace Talks and Battleground was originally going to be one book, but it just became so big that they split it up. And I think it actually worked out really, really well too, because he did it in such a way that they're kind of like two different books, not just in the fact that he split them, but they almost have different vibes to them, which I thought was a really good job, especially if it was supposed to be one story at the beginning. So, taking out not a lot of spoilers here, I'm gonna try to avoid them. Taking off from taking off from peace talks, we still, at the beginning of Battleground, still don't know why Thomas did what he did, and I'm not gonna say what that was in case you haven't gotten that far yet. Let's just say Thomas is in trouble. He's done something that is very out of the ordinary for him, and nobody knows why. And yeah, it's carrying a bit of a death sentence. So Harry can't let that go. Of course, that puts him at odds with the White Council. That puts him at odds with his grandfather. And so he's got that whole fight brewing. In the meantime, he's also got to fight a literal Titan. We're not making this up. There is a Titan that is all the powers that a Titan possesses. And as always, Harry finds himself outgunned. That's just how he rolls. He's got to figure out somehow to save his brother, save the entire city of Chicago, and probably the rest of the world because the Titan's not going to stop there. Or Chicago. That of all the places to show up, the Titan shows up there. But hey, that's how we roll. Harry's a busy man. He doesn't have time to travel. Anyhow, so he's got that going on. He's what's going to save him? The usual. He's got his cast of characters, friends that'll sword arms, guns. They're all at his side. Even some that he doesn't always trust. We're looking at you, Marcone. Uh, so, but hey, you can always trust on Marcone to take care of what he finds important, and in this case, the city of Chicago. It kind of aligns for both of them. Now, there's not a whole lot that I can go into without giving away too many spoilers. This may be the most action-packed one yet. It's called Battleground for a reason. We are fighting someone or another almost start to finish. And, that does can after a while get a little, long, but somehow Jim Butcher manages to keep amping up the pressure as it goes along. So it's not just one boring, monotonous fight. Things happen, and things keep happening. I will say, and I won't give anything away, this probably has the biggest emotional gut punch in it of all the ones we've, seen so far. I'm absolutely looking forward to 12 months. I've gotta pick that up next, see what happens in the aftermath. But yeah, uh, this is this is coming to a head. Everything that's been we're finally seeing to see all the strings that have been pulled from all the way from book 1. The fact that Jim Butcher has managed to carry this overarching thread. I'm really mixing my metaphors there, but you know what I'm saying. This overarching story through 17 books, and we still haven't wrapped that part up, is kind of crazy. Uh, but it works. It keeps everything attached. It does kind of make it so that you can't really read these too much out of order. Don't get me wrong, Jim knows that not everybody's going to read every single book in the series, and I think he does a good job of bringing you up to speed on the things you need to know as you need to know them without doing an information dump at the beginning. But again, there's certain things that hit differently if you follow the series all the way. And I just did finish my marathon. I have actually re listened to Every Marsters does all but one book. I can't remember which one it was, but I think, John Glover had to fill in for one because James wasn't available, which I kinda like that Smallville connection. If you know, you know. But anyhow, uh, started with book 1, and I have listened all the way through book 17. Now book 18, I do have the physical book, shout out, they sent it to me. And I was gonna say shout out to the publisher, but then I mind blanked on the publisher, so I'll probably post that somewhere now. There's so many imprints. I can't remember which one, is doing the, Butcher series. Anyhow, you get my point. So I will read that one. It is a little bit of a chunky one, so I might be doing that this December when I don't have anything else scheduled, and we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. You trust me, I don't care who you are or what you think you're doing. If you've been following the Butcher series, the Dresden Files this entire time, yeah, there's gonna be things happening in this one that I don't think everybody's gonna be ready for. That's all I'm saying. And, yeah, it definitely sets up book 18 as well, so we finally get some answers, but we don't have all the answers. So anyhow, yeah, I know if you've gotten through 16 books, you're going to be reading this one. In fact, most of you, who have gotten that far probably already have read all of them, because the latest book just came out this year. But, hey, there are younger people or people who haven't tried it out yet that are always coming to the series. And, yeah, buckle up for this one, absolutely worth it. And, yeah, we're gonna have to, I'm really interested to see where Harry goes next because, yeah, that was a brutal one. Jim put Harry through the ringer in this one, like, literally, more than any other one he's done, and that includes the one where he was dead, so, dead-ish. If you know, you know. Alright. Catch you later, guys.